Okay, so remember I said that that video I did, the Danganronpa one where chapter 2 and 3 swap motives, that was my last? Yeah, I changed my mind. I actually thought of a better idea. So if you look by this, you can see maybe some of these look a little familiar. Maybe you're getting some deja vu looking at some of these stuff. Or at least to the older fans. And for that, I'm going to say this. This is because I'm going to rank all my videos from my first year of YouTube, 2022. I have one for 2023, and I plan to do that for my 500 subscriber special. But this is going to be the final video of 2024. I thought it would be a nice way to kind of end the year off. Quick video, do all that, and I'm gonna go from S to E, and S being the best, E being the worst, and that's how we're ranking it. So yeah, let's do it. Well, we're going with the first one. What if Yasuhiro died instead? What if Yasuhiro and Hifumi died in chapter 1 slash like in the spot of like Saika and Leon? Uh, I don't really have much to say on this one, to be honest. Uh, I don't really think there's anything. It's my first video, so like that was cool. I thought the topic was very interesting. For a while, I wanted to do like Danganronpa what ifs because no one really ever did those. So I actually liked it. Um, I wouldn't call it S tier. I think the timeline was good enough for what it was worth. It was like Yasuhiro and Hifumi die in chapter 1. Chapter 2 is basically the same. Chapter 3, Ishimaru, Celestia, and Aoi die in there. And then like Saika, and then like chapter 4 and 5 and go the same. And like for the survivors, Leon and Saika just replace Aoi and Yasuhiro. That's like all that happens there. It's a the audio in the video is not good either. I'll say that. Or at least my voice. I just really don't like my voice in my older videos. If you listen to my voice, my personality in my first few videos, I don't really have much personality, especially in, like the very first few videos. I think the more I got into the whole YouTube thing, the more personality I wanted to show off, and that's generally what I wanted to do. This is a B tier what if though. A, no, B. It's a B tier what if. Next one. What if Nagito was the chapter 1 killer of Danganronpa 2? I'm gonna actually rank these in like specific orders. This one is A tier, honestly. I actually thought this one was pretty cool. Um, I actually liked this concept idea because I've always found Nagito. I always just liked the idea of Nagito being a killer. I always thought there was a lot of wasted potential, but Nagito is a killer. I'm okay with him being a victim. I honestly think they should have had a Danganronpa rival though as a killer. Like you had Byakuya who was the rival who survived, and then you have Kokichi and Nagito who were both rivals, but both ended up being the victim. I would have much rather if one of them was a killer. I think Nagito would have worked better since Kokichi had that whole I don't kill rule, so he could have just still died to Kaito and that could go the same. Or I would have just had Kaito and Kokichi switch roles, because I honestly, just gotta be honest, Kokichi, I think Kaito is a very predictable culprit. But honestly, I'm kind of changing the subject. Back to what we're talking about, and it's the Nagito the chapter 1 killer video. And then there's also another Nagito one, which will be coming up in a minute. But in this one, Nagito kills Tugami, and being honest, there's really nothing from the timeline I would honestly change, to be honest. There's nothing I look back on the timeline and I'm like, oh, I think I could have written that part better. I think for some of these earlier videos, I'm very complacent with the timelines here, so like that's really all I gotta say. Next, Nagito kills Fuyuhiko in chapter 1. This one I actually think I like a little more than this one. I will say that I really do think this one was interesting, and I know I said in the video that I got this one from a while back from talking to someone. So there's this YouTuber who did like these trial Danganronpa edits. I don't really remember his name, but like he did these like fan edits, and I remember meeting someone in the comments and they talked about a scenario like that, and I was like, oh, this is a very interesting scenario. So like I was like, hey, I might actually make this into like a Danganronpa what if video, and this was like back in 2020. If you're wondering, I've actually had the idea of this channel in my head for longer than 2022 actually. Like I'd say 2020 was when I wanted to kind of flesh out YouTube and actually get into writing what ifs. And Danganronpa was the one I kind of was more motivated to do because I seen there was no Danganronpa YouTube channels doing what if videos on the series. So I actually wanted to do some Danganronpa what ifs. So that's why I actually did this video. Um, but like that's like the origin for that, and that's actually why I actually got into that video and why I decided to do it. Because I actually talked to someone on YouTube like a long time ago. Like I don't even know what that person's doing now. Uh, I don't know if they're watching this. If you are, hi. Uh, Thanks for the video idea, and it's honestly A tier. Next, what if Rantaro and Kaede didn't die? C tier. I'm gonna be honest. This one's mid. There wasn't really much to it that I really could care about. I mean, it was an interesting topic for sure. I always thought Rantaro had a lot of potential to be interesting in the story, but like, there really wasn't much to him. I honestly wished Kaede got the chance to actually be protagonist. There wasn't really much I did in this video, and honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really think I did too much. I think there might have been more changes, but I just don't really care too much about V3, and I didn't really like V3 at the time, and I was very critical about it. Hence why, if you're wondering, I'm pretty sure I didn't even do any more V3 what ifs in the entirety of 2022. Yeah, I actually didn't. Yeah, this was my one and only V3 what if from 2022. I did like 3 of them in like 2023, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember how many I did. But yeah, I've actually done a lot more V3 what ifs now that I think about it. Even though it's my least favorite of the Danganronpa trilogy, ironically enough. But the Rantaro and Kaede one, there wasn't really much to it. I was actually never really planning to do I was actually planning on having my first 3 videos be a Danganronpa what if, on each chapter. The first video I did was the Trigger Happy Havoc Chapter 1 video, and that was like the Yasuhiro Fumi one. Second one was originally going to be the Nagito Kills Tsugami one. The Fuyuhiko one was eventually going to come out eventually later on. And then there was the Kaede and Rantaro one. But if I'm being honest, I just preferred the Fuyuhiko one to come out at first because I actually found that one a lot more interesting to write down and just a lot more fun to think of a storyline for it. The Kaede and Rantaro one just didn't have that for me, and that's just my opinion. And that's really all I gotta add to it. Next are the 2 Death Note what ifs, and that's what if L and Mello didn't die. I'd say they're both D tier ones, with the Mello one being a little more interesting. So while I'm doing this, I will say when I was first doing the L what if, and like, I actually recently found that out after I completed the recording, that someone's in the comments that there's a like what if storybook where L doesn't die, and I never knew that until now when I posted that video. So in other words, this video was a complete waste of time, and it really had no reason to exist. The Mellow what if, I actually don't really remember much about it. I just don't think there was too much that really changed. And if I'm being honest, I don't think much would have changed. I just wanted to do that video because I just thought it would be cool. I just thought Mello was done pretty dirty in Death Note, but that was just my opinion. There's not much I really got to say about these videos. I don't really do too many Death Note what ifs because there's not really many, and I haven't watched the series in a while. I am rewatching it for a video I'm doing soon enough on that kind of stuff, but yeah, that's really all I gotta say. And if I do watch more of it, I might actually get a chance to actually think of some Death Note what ifs. But yeah. Next, I'm actually gonna rank these ones together, and that's the Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, and Goodbye Despair Cast Switching Games. These ones are both A tier what ifs in my opinion. They're not better than both the Nagito videos, but I actually really liked them. I found the Goodbye Despair one a little more interesting though, but I actually really liked. I'd say they're around the same tier, but they were both very interesting what ifs. And if I'm being honest, there's a part of me kind of hoping that those videos were going to be the one that got my channel popular. Spoiler alert, they aren't, and we'll be getting there a little bit soon enough, but like, there we go. Like, those 2 videos were like whatever videos. Like, I was honestly kind of wishing they did more and better. If I'm being honest, there's a part of me that actually might re-record some of these videos, and these 2 are some videos I would actually be willing to re-record. I might re-record the Yasuhiro and Hifumi one to at least, like, I wouldn't change up much of the timeline. Or, like, some of these older videos I might, like, re-record to at least make my voice sound better and add more personality to the videos. But I'm not really certain about re-recording videos yet. I might actually make it one of those things where if I ever get like a Patreon or something, I might make it a thing where if you want to actually watch the better version of these videos, I can just a re-recorded version where I have personality in those videos and maybe an updated timeline to go with them. That would maybe be something cool to do. But yeah, these are videos I would be willing to re-record, and I don't really remember much of the timelines on those ones. But I could definitely think of something to improve on those timelines when I do rewatch those videos. But that's really all I gotta say. I really liked these videos, and I do wish they at least got a little more popularity. But I feel like I haven't watched those videos in a while, so I can't really say why. I just found the videos very interesting and the timelines of them, but that's like all I gotta say. Next, what if Byakuya was the killer of Chapter 2? So this one I actually based on the idea of like Byakuya killing Chihiro because that whole thing of Byakuya hyped up being the culprit. Because there was like a lot of hype that Byakuya killed Chihiro and people thought it was going to be him. Um, it wasn't obviously, but I just thought it was an interesting what if because like Byakuya plays a really big role in the franchise. So like if Byakuya killed Chihiro in Mondo's place, or like if Byakuya accidentally killed Chihiro when he was doing that whole thing with the body, when he was tampering with it, when he was tampering with the crime scene, Chihiro was somehow still alive and accidentally got strangled by Byakuya or something. Who knows? This video was honestly the timeline I cooked up for it was kind of basic. It's like a C tier what if. It's like very mid. It's better than the Kaede and Rantaro one, but this is like a very mid video in my opinion. Like this is like peak perfection videos. These are like the great videos. These are the good ones. This is mid. This is bad, and this was awful. The Byakuya one is in mid. I maybe re-record this one, but I don't really have much of an idea on what the timeline could look like. What if Nagito was normal? I actually kind of forgot I did this one. This one's going into mid tier as well. I don't even remember what happens on that one. I'd say it's the least interesting from these three, though. But, like, I don't really remember. I actually kind of forgot about that one, not gonna lie. That is a video I actually did kind of forget about. The Nagito was normal video, there wasn't really much I remember. I don't even remember it, actually. I might have to rewatch the video, or maybe even remake it, who knows. There isn't really much I could say about that one, though, I guess, because I forgot about that what if as a whole. I forgot I forgot this video existed. That's all I gotta say. I actually kind of forgot about this video's existence. That's all I really gotta say. What if Fuyuhiko died instead of Hiyoko? This one was interesting because this was based off of a popular rumor that Hiyoko was originally going to die instead of Fuyuhiko. And I'm pretty sure in the video I said that it was a fact, but I later found out it was never really a fact. In fact, from what I've been hearing, apparently Fuyuhiko was originally going to be the robot, and Nekomaru was originally going to be a victim in Chapter 3. I don't know what that was going to lead to Hiyoko. I don't know if this meant Hiyoko and Fuyuhiko both would have been survivors, or if Hiyoko was going to take the spot of dying in Chapter 4 and Gundam or something. I don't know. But in this video, this one really didn't have much to it. It was a very basic what if, and this is like another mid what if. I'd say I kind of prefer this one over the Rantaro and Kaede one and the Nagito one. I think the Byakuya one's a little more interesting though, but it's a very basic what if. There wasn't really anything that I really changed, and honestly, there wasn't even too much there to it. I thought the what if was interesting, but that was kind of all I gotta say. What if Mondo died in the prologue? This one I actually really found... This one's a lot more interesting now that I think about it, and this is like a B tier one. This was a good one. I'd say it's actually better than the Yasuhiro and Hifumi what if. This one was very interesting to me. I actually kind of just forgot now, and now you just recently remember that Mondo almost got killed by Monokuma because he was about to be like exploded to death. I know this was like the only time in a video where I actually did like goofy fake voice impressions. And I recently got a comment reminding me that I did those, and saying that it gave me Nico B vibes, and I gotta be honest, it gave me some Nico B vibes. And now, seeing it, Nico B and me are now a little more similar, seeing how me and Nico B, 2 out of the 3 animes, or video games in that case, we talk about are kind of the same, because, you know, Nico B's now watching JoJo videos, or he's actually doing, like, live reaction, or, like, video reactions, where he's reacting to episodes. And, you know, he played the Danganronpa games. You know, there's me with the Danganronpa stuff, and then there's me with, like, me actually being into JoJo stuff, so, like, I guess we're a lot more similar than most people would expect from us. But, unlike me, Nico B actually has charisma, so you could say that much. But yeah, this what if was actually kind of cool. I don't even remember full much of the timeline. I have to there's bits and pieces I remember, but I did find this what if very interesting though. I will say that. I'm pretty sure Sayaka and Leon still died in that what if, but I don't even remember. But yeah, this what if was actually kind of cool. What if Dio was good? Okay, we're finally here for the JoJo what ifs, cause I know I have a lot of JoJo fans, so alright JoJo fans, get ready, cause there's gonna be a lot of JoJo what ifs. Alright, so what if Dio was good? This one has actually kind of been forgotten about. Okay, I haven't forgot about this what if, but like I'm pretty sure my fan base has kind of just forgotten this what if exists as a whole. It's kind of just been forgotten to time, and after like I first posted it, it's never really been talked about since. There's never been any comments. There's been never any kind of peak in popularity. The video just it dropped, kind of got forgotten about, and that's really it. It was an interesting what if though, and I actually kind of found the idea cool because there's no real other Dio turning good what ifs. This is like this is a B tier what if, honestly, and I'd say the other two videos were just better. The video was okay. There wasn't really much to it, but yeah. Next is the whole horse what if, and this is actually my favorite what if at the moment, or at least my favorite video from 2022, and this is getting an S tier. This is a good video. Whole horse lives. Whole horse joined the group. Everyone survived part 3. It was a cool video, and I know there's some people who aren't a fan of the idea of the part 3 survivors happening, but I think the way I explained it in the video made logical sense to me, and I'm gonna stick with it. I found it cool. Would I ever remake the video? Probably not. If I ever were to remake it, like if I were to remake like 3 versions, like one version where all the Crusaders live and Whole Horse joins, and then another version where Whole Horse joins, but like maybe he doesn't shoot down younger Darby in this timeline, and like I guess the canon events go down the same. Maybe he's either stuck in the Vanilla Ice fight or he's doing the younger Darby stuff. Who knows? I'm pretty sure if Whole Horse was there and the Crusaders just weren't there as a whole, I'm pretty sure he would just die in the story. But like that's all I could really see. Unfortunately, Whole Horse would probably have died if that were the case, and I probably would have had him take like Abdul or Kakyoin's spot. Maybe Iggy would have lived, but who knows? It's like an S tier what if though. I actually like that Whole Horse lived and the Crusaders got to live, and that's like I actually like that part about it. Next is a video that I actually really didn't care about, and that's like what if Dio was in part 2. And this was the video that actually got me popular. Honestly, I'm just gonna be honest and say that this is one of the ones I would like to remake as well. This one I actually really think had a lot of potential. It was way too short, and I do wish I got to talk more about it, and I wish I got to at least better explain some stuff. In the video, I straight up said Dio gets his stand after inhaling Joseph's blood, and he wouldn't. Spoiler alert, he wouldn't. If I'm remaking this video one day, I'm changing a lot about this stuff. I actually think I should have went into a lot more detail in this timeline. This actually could have been a much bigger timeline than now that I think about it. I really this was way too complex of a video for 2022 me to do. Had I done this video like this year, or heck, or for like a next year video, or heck, if this was like a video I'd done like the year later or the year before, like 2023, it would have made much more sense, and I definitely would have went into much more detail than I originally did. But with this video, and this was like very early into my channel, this was way too complex of a video for me. This ended up getting the video. This was the video that actually got me really big. This was my video that actually, the first video to break over 1,000 views. Like, I had a few videos that were, like, in the hundreds. Like, the Ellen Mello videos got 100 views. I'm pretty sure one of the Danganronpa ones got 100 views at one point before this video. I don't remember which one. I think it was probably, like, I think it was, like, one of the Nagito ones, or I think it was the Mondo What If. I don't really remember, but one of the videos got, like, 100 views during that time. But, like, that was kind of it. This What If is, like, a B tier one. This is bottom of B. This is top C, honestly. This is like the top of C. But like that's just my opinion. Oh, did I lose it? Okay, there we go. It's not a bad what if, but I'm just gonna be honest. This what if was like it was really mid. Had I been more experienced when I wrote this one, I probably would have placed it a little higher in my ranking. But, like, that's really all I gotta say. This is top of C. It's top of mid tier. But that's just it. I actually think this is a video that I should have covered a while, like, later on in my career, because this was actually a very interesting one. And honestly, the video, I really didn't do this one justice, and I'm a little disappointed that that was the one that got me popular. I would have much rather it had been like the whole horse what if that would have got me to blow up. Heck, I would have rather the Dia would have been the one that got people to sub to the channel. But, like, yeah. Alright, so, like, I took a bit of a break from JoJo What If to add some more Danganronpa stuff. And this is where What If Mondo didn't kill Chihiro. This one's like a D tier, honest. It's like a C, D. It's a C tier one. This one wasn't really that interesting. This one can go between the kite. This one can go, like, here. I really didn't care about this one. This one was completely mid. Like, it wasn't a bad timeline, per se. I thought it was okay. I thought I did a good job with the timeline, but, like, I just really didn't find... I'm just looking back on it and, like, this video just really isn't that interesting. Like, I remember it. It's not like the Nagito was normal video where I completely forgot its existence. And it's not like the, Danganronpa... It's not like the Survivor Swap or the Whole Horse What If where I wish it got a little more popularity. It's just there for me. It's just there. It exists on my channel and you could watch it whenever you want, but it's just there. Next, what if Speedwagon learned Hamon? I'm in this one in S tier as well. I actually really like this one. I like the Whole Horse one a little more, but this one's also pretty good. I actually really like the timeline. There's some things I definitely could have improved on. I think this is another one that I'm actually going to remake eventually. I will say I actually liked how when I went for the text thing, I didn't go all black, but rather I actually put the Hamon in yellow. That's actually kind of cool. I don't have much to say except that I would like to remake this one and I actually really think this video was pretty cool. Actually, seeing how I want to remake it, but I still find it okay. This is going in A tier instead. Top of A, in fact. I think that's, like, the best choice to, like, put it. Next, what if George Joseph II didn't die? And I know I have a pretty passionate fan base for George Joseph II. Now, this is kind of the video that... No, this wasn't really the video that got the George II fan base into getting into my channel. That was a later on video. This video was... this is one I want to remake, but that's because I made it when I was, like, really sick. Like, I actually had, like, a pretty bad sickness. I'm pretty sure I already had, like, some of the videos already out by that point. Like, the Fuyuhiko and Hiyoko What If was, like, already out by this point. And, like, every other video before those ones. Oh, okay. Oh, crap, I just realized that I copy-pasted the Fuyuhiko one for, like, the Nagito and Hiyoko one. I just noticed that. I actually got confused, like, did I copy and paste them? Oh, crap. Okay, jokes aside, yeah, I recorded this video at the wrong time. I was sick, and this video was already out, so I had no real excuse to post a video while I was sick. I didn't really need to do that. It was a terrible idea for me, and I really do regret it. I will just say I might remake this one as well. This is another one that I would like to remake as well. Then there's some changes I would make to the original video that I made, but this is one that I would probably change. This is like a D tier one. I think it's better than the Death Note ones, though. I will say that. No, it's better than the L one. I think I prefer the Mellow one a little more. But it's a D tier. What if I really didn't get too much time to flesh it out, and it just really wasn't that interesting. I was too sick, and I really didn't want to talk while I was sick. And I don't believe I recorded a video. I actually recorded the Fugo Trader one, but that was more or less me fully recovered from being sick. So I wasn't like badly sick anymore. I wasn't as sick as I was here. I think I had COVID when I made this one, I believe, but I don't remember. But yeah. There's all I really got to say about this one, except that I know I have a lot of George II fans on this channel, and I don't know how they're going to feel about me putting it in D tier. I'm pretty sure they'll understand it, seeing how that video... Even they would admit this video was one of my weakest videos. I could have definitely done this one better, but that's all I gotta say. Alright, what if Joseph died instead of Caesar? This one is, now I think about it, I actually think I could have remade this one. I know in this one I was like, oh, Joseph has Holly from One Night Stand. It feels like a really cheap excuse to bring the Joestar in the story. I will say that. This one is interesting, and I'm putting it in B tier for that. And I think it's better than these videos. Well, this is top of B. I will really just say this. This one, I feel like I was kind of lazy with it a little bit in some ways. It was like, oh, in this timeline, Joseph was able to impregnate Susie before his death so he can have Holland. It feels really lazy, and it feels like a lazy excuse for that to happen. So I definitely feel like this is one I would like to remake. I'm realizing I'm gonna need to remake a lot of JoJo what ifs, but I don't have much to say on this one except that I honestly think this one could have been better. I'm just seeing a lot of like B, C, and A tiers, few D tiers, S tier, and then no E tiers. I don't think there's anything that deserves the E tier yet. I'm saying yet, so yeah. What if Mukuro didn't die? This one is B tier. This one was this one was okay. This one was like good. It was okay. I'm saying mid. I'm gonna say mid, and I'm gonna say it's in the top of mid, or at least near the top. There wasn't really much to it. This one was mid. That's all I gotta really say. I think it was fine, but I think the newest Mukuro video I did, where what if Mukuro died instead of Makoto, was a lot more interesting to me. That one was a more interesting version of this one, in my opinion, and it kind of felt more like a bias excuse to kill Kyoko off, but like that's really it. I still don't really like Kyoko, but I don't hate her anymore. I honestly have kind of grown to a point where I don't really hate an anime character, with the exception of Yuno. Like, Yuno from Future Tiger was like that bad of a character. But like, yeah, I don't really hate Kyoko as much as I used to. I keep scrolling stuff up. Which one did I scroll up? The Nagito one, okay. Yeah, I will say the Mukuro one, a little basic, but yeah, it was what it is. Nothing really, I guess, to talk about there. Freaking A. Alright, what if Fugo stayed, what if Narantia stayed with Fugo? No, I actually misspelled Narantia's name in the video, or in that video, or at least in the thumbnail. A little embarrassed about it. I might actually try to fix it later. Who knows? If anyone wants me to fix that, or if they want me to keep it, let me know. I'd probably gonna change it though. It's a little embarrassing. Oh, I can't change the thumbnail, unfortunately. I could if I wanted to. It'd feel a little weird. I don't know. I might change the thumbnail and just like use a new Fugo Narantia PNG, then put the text down in there, actually spell Narantia's name correctly, and then that can probably work better. I think this what if was actually kind of good. It's not. I'd say it's like a B tier what if, but it's not like a video that I want to re-record. I think the video was good enough, and I'd say it's better than the Dio what if, but the rest of these what ifs here I kind of prefer a little more. It's almost 30 minutes. Wow, jeez. Got a couple more videos, don't we? Alright, what if Soccer didn't die? This one's going in D tier. There really wasn't much this one I couldn't squeeze much out of this one. This one's better than the L and Georgia second ones though. And it's better than the Mellow one. Because at least with like the Sakura video I actually tried, and this one actually had potential. This one was actually one where I actually was kind of doing it at a good timing. The Mellow one was just me just picking low hanging fruits and just saying the obvious. The Georgia second one I recorded while I was sick, so I really couldn't do anything with it because I was just too tired to make a video, and I shouldn't have made a video at that point. And the L video was just pointless because I should have just done research and just learned there was a Death Note book. This one was just not that good. That's all it's really chalked up to be. It wasn't that good, and there wasn't really anything to it, and I don't really have much to say on it. If there's people who love that video, I'm sorry. In fact, it's like my least popular video. So if anything, I don't think there's any fans of this video out here. Unless there's a fan of this video who's here, and sorry if my comment about my old video offends you. It's cool for you to like this video. I just thought it was filler. But like if these three videos weren't like if these videos were like at least produced better, or if this didn't exist and then I was able to at least make these two at least somewhat of a better looking video, then only this video would be my only real stinker at the moment. What if Makoto was or what if Junko was able to kill Makoto and Kyoko in chapter 5? This one's a B tier actually. I actually thought this one was pretty good. I actually kind of like this a little more than some of these other ones. I'm not gonna put it on top. It's like second place though. This one was actually kind of cool now that I think about it. This one had a lot of. This one was kind of good. It was a short what if, but hey, I actually thought this one had a lot of potential. I thought this one was very interesting, seeing how Junko's plan was pretty close to being carried out, and it is kind of interesting to wonder what the 4 survivors of Trigger Happy Havoc would have done without like what the 4 survivors would have done at like post chapter 5. Like, what if they just gone along? Would Junko have found a way to try to get the other ones to kill each other? In my opinion, I think Byakuya would have just killed someone, and I think he would have just joined forces with Junko or went against Junko. Just knowing how Byakuya was, I'm pretty sure he would have killed someone, seeing how there was no one left to stop him. So that's kind of it. Next is my first versus battle video. Haven't done one of these in a while. I don't even think I ever did one in 2024, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, or remind me if I ever did a versus video in 2024. If I did, let me know in the comments. I don't think I did. I did a few in 2023, though. But yeah. Light Yagami versus the Mori Warriors. I'm putting this one in the... I'm putting this one in S tier, actually. Not better than the horse one, but this actually was really fun to make. It took a lot of editing. This was a hard video to make, but it was worth it. It was good. The video was successful. That's all that mattered. It was actually a successful video where I put a lot of work into it. And it felt like one of those moments where I felt accomplished. It kind of felt like one of those things where my hard work really paid off. And I like my videos where I put a lot of effort into the video, and the video ended up becoming successful. Like, it took me a long time to plan the story out. I had to edit this video out to make it at least look cool. And it just was successful, and it actually makes it feel good. Because this was actually me putting a lot of effort into something and actually making it worth it. And on a side note, I forgot to mention this plus this video. This was like the Halloween special stuff. I kind of forgot to bring that up. And then we got the other Halloween special. What if Matsuda did the Shinigami Ideal? This one's another one I forgot about, actually. I haven't fully forgot about this one like the Nagito was normal one. I do remember a bit of it. I don't really remember the full timeline, though, exactly. I just remember that he was originally going to do it in the manga, or that was something like that. I don't remember. Honestly, now I think about it, I think I should put the Nagito. Yeah, I think I should put the Nagito normal. Switch this one back to D tier. But the Nagito normal would have should. I don't know. D tier seems a little too cruel. This is like a mid what if. No, I think this is a D tier actually. Now I think about it. Top of D tier. It just. This is like a top of D tier. What if? Like it's a little. It's less cruel of a. It's less cruel to put it that way, in my opinion. The Matsuda what if is. I guess a C D tier. Bottom C. I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on this one. This is bottom C. What if Jotaro died against Kira? This one actually was kind of cool when I think about it. I thought this one was actually kind of interesting because Kira actually came really close to killing Jotaro. I mean, when you think about it, it was like really, really close because, you know, the whole thing. I mean, I talked about 2 scenarios. One where Jotaro like died to the Shihiro attack bomb, and the other one where like Jotaro was like killed during the fight. Like maybe Kira was able to turn him into a bomb or something, or if like Jotaro died from like after beating down Kira. This one is like a B tier. What if, honestly, this one was a pretty good one. I would probably rank it here. I'd say here, top 3 of the B tiers. Yeah, this one seems like it's a pretty fitting choice here. Alright, what if Jotaro and Polnareff swap parts? I actually did technically do this what if. This is actually my most popular what if at the moment. And honestly, I could see it. I actually really liked the idea of this what if because no one else did it at that moment. And I kind of wanted to jump on the bandwagon before anyone else could. This one actually had a lot of potential to be cool in my opinion. I thought this was interesting to me because I was like, I do wonder, like, what would Polnareff do and Jotaro do here? Because I actually always thought, like, Polnareff would have definitely gotten along better with the Morio cast than Jotaro really did. And I also thought that Jotaro could have definitely fit that role in Italy a little better than Polnareff. I'm okay with what happened in the long term, and I'm glad that we got to have Jotaro in Part 4 and Polnareff in Part 5. And I mean, not really Polnareff in Part 5. I actually kind of thought his role kind of wasn't that good. But if I'm being honest, it was kind of ruined for Polnareff and kind of made him come off as a little out of character. But I will say, though, that I do think this timeline was also pretty cool. I do like the idea of Polnareff interacting with the Morio cast, since I could have definitely seen him getting along with the Morio Warriors. And then with Jotaro, I just thought the role of being the one to guard the arrow and go against like Diavolo and like this time versus time battle was just really interesting to me. So I honestly liked both of the ideas for these videos. Holy crap, it's almost been 40 minutes. Uh, but I really like both of these what ifs. Like both scenarios were honestly really good. And this is like an A tier what if for me. There wasn't really, I don't even really remember much of the timeline, except that I really liked the idea, and I actually thought a lot of it was pretty cool. But if we're being realistic, I'm pretty sure that Kira might have actually won Part 4, but I don't know. This is like, not top. I was thinking top, but like, no. This is like, I'd say I'd say this is better than the Trigger Happy having a Goodbye Despair cast swapping what ifs. It's better than these two ones, but the top three here, I'd say they're better than this one. All right, what if Quest joined the main group? This one I actually kind of forgot I made too. But it's not like a bad video for that. This one I kind of forgot about because it's really had no real peak in popularity, and then this one was kind of like just there. I kind of wanted to make it because like, oh, this is like an interesting what if because like there's really nothing about that one. I remember like this video done by a YouTuber, and this was also the same for the Dio what if, but like he did the same thing for Gwest what if, where it was like, what if this happened? Like, what if Gwest turned good? What if Dio turned good? And it was just comic. It was really only made for comedy. I was like, well, I'm gonna make this an actual serious what if because why not? Let's make an actual serious version to talk about what if this did legit happen and the legit changes and not just joke around about it. Nothing wrong with making comedy what ifs in my opinion, but like I just wanted to have fun and just actually be a little serious with it. The Gwez one was okay. I don't really remember much on what happened in it. It is not an A or B. It's a C tier what if. It's a mid what if, honestly. And I'm gonna say it's better than the Matsuda one. I now look about it, the Matsuda what if, like the thumbnail sucks on that one. If that alone should put that, I'm not gonna put in D tier for that alone. It's bottom C for sure, but that thumbnail alone kills the visual. It might be the worst thumbnail I made on this channel. Like it is my thumbnails are basic, but like I at least never photoshopped like weird looking bloodshot eyes like it's a creepypasta on a character. That is the worst looking thumbnail I have ever seen in my life. But yeah, it is better. It's like the mid what ifs. I'd say I'm gonna say I think Byakuya was a little better in my opinion, but like that's kind of, yeah, there we go. This is like a decent enough one for the Quest what if to be. What if Matsuda found the Death Note? This one I actually really, this is another one where like the Dio in Part 2 what if. This is one I really think I could go into more detail about, and this is one I would like to remake as well. This is going in like bottom B though. This one was pretty good what if. I actually don't remember much of this one, but I do want to remake this one, like the Part 2 Dio what if, because I know that I could definitely go into more detail on this one. I know that had I actually had I remembered more about Death Note, I could have definitely made a killer video out of this one. But like that's really it. That's all I gotta say. Except it's like the Dio Part 2 what if, where I actually think there's potential in this one to be remade and actually be and deserve all the hype it gets. Well, this one didn't really get that much. I'm pretty sure this one was kind of a failure of a video, but yeah. What if Polnareff died instead, or what if Polnareff and Kakyoin died in part 3? I kind of confused it for my recent video, but yeah. This one is C tier. What if? This one was like mid. This one was just a whatever video. This was just me to randomly get out here because I needed to get something out. It's not the worst of the mids though. It's I'm gonna put it between the Kaede and Rentaro one and the Fuyuhiko and Yoko one. That seems like a decent enough spot for that one to be. I don't have much of an opinion on this one. This one was kind of just there as a video. It's not a bad video. It's just a mid video for me. What if CM Punk was pushed back in 2013? My first wrestling what if. This one was actually kind of a good one, but then this was also a problem with some of these other ones, like the Jotaro going to Italy with Koichi what if, and then there's the Giorno having the world instead of Gold Experience what if. There is a huge audio glitch I had in my videos, and I never noticed until like later on. So I had to get like a new recorder app for my phone. The first time, I know this happened like later on. This happened a second time around as well. Like, and it was like not last year, but it was this year. I actually had this happen with me. Technically, it's gonna be last year, but yeah, I had this happen before, so it's not my first rodeo going through this. So yeah, I will say that this video should be remade 100%, along with the Koichi and Jotaro what if, and then along with the Giorno what if. Those three I'm gonna remake for sure, and especially gonna need to remake these two because I know these two actually got a lot of popularity. The Giorno what if and the Jotaro and Koichi what if, because those two videos actually ended up becoming popular, and I'm really guilty that those videos ended up going through huge audio glitches. Because it's sad. Imagine like trying to click on a video like, oh, this is interesting. That bam, you're getting bombarded with garbage audio. So if anything, these videos should be in D tier because of the garbage audio glitching. I'm putting them in the bottom of D tier. Like, the audio glitches were that bad. The Punk one's gonna be the worst one because that was a long video, so that was like even worse. Like I'm gonna rank them from long. Like these two, I'm pretty sure no. I think the Jotaro one is like a worse, little bit of a. I think the Journal one wasn't as offensive with it. With the Jotaro one, I probably had to talk about part 6 with it, but I don't really remember. But having to talk about both part 5 and 6, and you really don't understand a thing I'm saying, that is just horrible. So these are D tier just because of the poor audio glitching. These videos, I'm shocked the Lisa and the George one. Speaking of that one, I'm shocked that one didn't get affected by the audio glitching. Like, that was like a huge relief. Like that video somehow dodged the bullet when like these three were glitch, when like the Giorno, the Jotaro, and Koichi one and the CM Punk one, when those ones were like glitching out on audio, the Georgia second Lisa one by some miracle ended up actually doing good. There's no audio glitching. The video went out perfectly fine. The audio sounded good, and there was no glitching in the audio. It was a good video, and it's also a very popular video on my channel, and it's considered a fan favorite by a lot of people. And it's a good video, honestly. If I'm being honest, do I really need to remake the Georgia second what if? Because this, like, the Lisa Georgia second one is that what if remade. And while it's like not exactly, it's like obviously Lisa dying in Georgia's second spot, and I know it's a little fan fiction-y at times because like realistically, I don't think George would be as useful as Lisa, but this one was an A tier. I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's not above the Whole Horse one. I'm gonna put this one a little bit above the Mori Warriors and Light Yagami one. I just realized that Light Yagami's body in George's second actually kind of sync well. Okay, I wonder if anyone's gonna point that out. But yeah, that just leaves us with the last video of 2022. What if Jolie could control Star Platinum? This one is a B tier. What if? This one's pretty cool. I'm not putting it in bottom though. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say I'll sandwich it. This one between. I'll sandwich it with the Mondo and the Jotaro and Kira. What if? That seems like a good place for it to be. No. that's the videos. This is all of 2022. So I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 35 videos. So we're ranking them from 35 to 1. Let's do this. Number 35, the CM Punk What If. Reason for it being the lowest is because of my audio glitching and the video being really long and being nothing but an audio glitch mess. 34, the Jotaro and Koichi one. This video ended up becoming really popular and was also an audio glitched mess. And 33, same logic with the journal one, but it's not as bad because I only talked about like one part. 32, the L What If, was a pointless video because there was already a book based on it. 31, George II not dying. I was sick recording this video and I had no excuse to record a video while I had COVID. So 35, 34, 33, 32. 30, what if Mello didn't die? There was nothing I really talked about in this video, and it just really was just not that interesting. It was just like 5 minutes of talking about Mello being here and why I thought Mello was wasted potential. 29, what if Sakura didn't die? This video was not that good. It just was kind of pointless. It was just a filler episode. It was a filler video to fill up some time on my channel. It was just there to fill up the Saturday schedule. That was number 30. 29. What if Nagito didn't die? What if Nagito was normal? This one I honestly just forgot its entire existence. Okay, so we're from 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. Actually, 28 is the Nagito What If. 27 is What If Matsuda did the Shinigami Ideal. Same as the Nagito one, but I think this one is just a little more interesting, so I'm putting that one higher because of that. 27. 28. What if Mondo didn't kill Chihiro? This one was just there. I don't really have much of an opinion on it. 25. What if Rantaro and Kaede didn't die? This one I just don't have much feelings on, and there was just there. 24. What if Kakyoin and Polnareff got killed before they turned good? Same as the last one. I don't have much of an attachment to it. Okay, right now we're on 23. What if Fuyuhiko died in Hyoko's place? This one was just there. 20. Oh my gosh, I keep losing track count. So like 22. What if Quest turned good? I don't really remember what happened in this one. 21. What if Byakuya killed Chihiro instead of Mondo? This one was okay actually. And yeah. 20. I keep losing count. 20. What if Dio was in part 2? Had a lot of potential to be a good video, but I kind of screwed this one up. I should have tackled it later on in my channel. 19. What if Mukuro didn't die? This one was just a whatever video. Now I think about it, I should kind of swap the Dio and Mukuro one around, but I'm not going to. So actually, now I'm thinking about it. Number 20 is the Mukuro one. 19 is the Dio one. 18. What if Dio was good? This one is a little nostalgic. This was my first JoJo What If, and it was kind of a cool video. 17. What if Mikami found the Death Note instead of Light? Had a lot of potential to honestly be a pretty good What If, and from what I remember, I thought it was okay. 16. What if Fugo? What if Narantia stayed with Fugo? It was a nice video, I guess. It was just there for me. It was honestly there. I thought it was okay, and I actually got to talk a bit about Purple Ace feedback, so yeah. 15. What if Yasuhiro killed or what if Hifumi killed Yasuhiro, sorry. This one was just there. This one was a good video. It's my introduction video. The audio kind of sucks in it, but it's what it is. 14. What if Mondo died in the prologue? Kind of forgot about this video, or at least I kind of forgot about the whole Mondo almost dying in the prologue thing. The prologue bit, and then I just remembered it and remembered that video, and I was like, oh yeah, this is an interesting topic. So yeah. 13. What if Jolene could control Star Platinum? I thought it was an interesting topic, because, you know, because she could have controlled it, but she couldn't. But yeah. That's number 12. What if Jotaro died against Kira? It's just interesting to imagine the main villain just Kira killing Jotaro and Jotaro dying very early in the story. Number 11. What if Junko's plan was successful? So I guess this one was just interesting to me because I just wanted to see what Junko's plan would have looked like had it been successful, or at least what the Chapter 6 bit would have looked like. Number 10. What if Joseph died instead of Caesar? Interesting topic. I will say my only real complaint is that it feels really lazy that I just had Holly still existed. Number 9 and number 8 is the Danganronpa cast, where the classes mates like switching places. So 77 in Trigger Happy Havoc and 78 in Goodbye Despair. It was a cool video and it's a little underrated. 7. What if Polnareff and Jotaro swapped places? I honestly think this video was pretty cool, and it has every right to be my most watched video. It is a very interesting topic, and it's a topic that a lot of people do tend to talk about a lot. Well, not a lot of people, but a few people do talk about, and I do. And I kind of wanted to give that, that alternative universe a chance in the spotlight. 50 minutes. Wow. Number 6. What if Nagito was the killer? What if Nagito killed Togami? It's a fine video, and I wish Nagito did kill someone. Number 5. What if Nagito killed Fuyuhiko? Same logic, but this one was a little more interesting because Fuyuhiko was kind of a jerk, so him dying would have been at least somewhat deserved at that point. Number 4. What if Speedwagon learned Hamon? Has a lot of potential to be remade. It was a good video for what it was worth, but I definitely think there's some aspects I could remake about it. Number 3, Light Yagami vs. the Moria Warriors. Cool video, and it was my most edited video, and I had a lot of fun working on it. 2, what if Lisa died instead of George II? It's a fan favorite video. It was a fun video to make overall, and it was just cool overall. I liked it. And then number 1, what if Whole Horse joined the Crusaders? I mean, Whole Horse turns good, and all the Crusaders live. You can't complain. It's a cool what if. Well, that's all my videos ranked from worst to best. That came from 2022. I will do 2023 eventually, but yeah, this is all of 2022. I wasn't thinking on doing one last video, but in my head, while I was like at work, I was like, huh, now I think about it, wouldn't this be a better way to end the year? I will do one for 2023. I don't have one for 2024 set up. I'm gonna have to do that in my own time. I'll have to set up that on my own. I set up one for 2023, and I will look through it. While I'm at it, tell me some of your favorite memories of me from 2022, if you were there on the channel in 2022. So if you were there and you watched my videos in 2022, tell me what were your favorite memories of your boy. You don't have to. I just want you to tell me. Just boost my narcissistic ego, shall we? So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna put it into this video. Have fun. See you next year, because this is the last video of 2024, so, well, the first video of 2025, I'll tell you it is my John Cena retirement tour fantasy booking, so I'm actually doing a wrestling video again. Hooray. Hopefully it's gonna be out before the first Raw on, the first Raw on Netflix. That's my kind of intention at the moment, and I think I will get it out during this time. We're only like 2 weeks away. No, we're a week away from the new year, so we're actually 2 weeks away till the Raw Netflix thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're 2 weeks, about to be 1 week away, so I think I have enough time. No pressure, no needed pressure. I think I can do this. So here it is. So here it is to 2024. We can make our toast to the year. We can all just relax, wait till 2025, and we'll see what happens that year. Oh, crap. I accidentally moved the Fugon around up one, but who cares? Because I'm honestly done with this listing. Thanks for watching this video. I'm just going to move everything back, because I'll probably just screenshot it later, and I'll make it into, a community post, maybe. I don't know. But, God bless you all for, being here. I'm grateful for having such a great fan base who's been here for a while, who's been supportive for me, who's not really just been rude to me. I've just had a great fan base who accepts me, just people who've been great on my community post, people who just accept my videos, they like my videos, they give criticism when it's needed, obviously, It's not an echo chamber here. It's not like a bunch of narcissists are just running over. It's not like some echo chamber. I'm not using this as a way to boost my ego. I think we've all gone along. You guys feel like you guys don't really just feel like just subscribers anymore, but you just feel like you're my own like friends now at this point. Like we're at a point. I'm honestly kind of actually just it just feels nice to actually kind of talk with you guys and like you guys ask questions, I answer questions. I just give you guys some random questions that I'd like to hear your takes on. I like to say my takes on those questions, you know, etc., etc. It's like it's fun, good to talk with you guys about my interests and your guys' interests, and it's like having people who I know who have very similar interests to you, boy. It's honestly nice to know, and it's just been very good to actually interact with you people. That's honestly all I gotta really say. Hopefully 2025 is going to be a good year. God bless you all, and yeah, see you in 2025, and I'll see you when that John Cena retirement tour video comes out. Peace out.